Chapter 2. Where Bodhisattvas Stand. He does not stand in form, perception, or in feeling, in will or consciousness, in any skandhas whatsoever. In Dharma's true nature alone he is standing. Then that is his practice of wisdom, the highest perfection. Change and no change, suffering and ease, the self and not self, the lovely and repulsive, just one suchness in this emptiness they are. And so he takes not his stand on the fruit which he won, which is threefold, that of an arhat, a single Buddha, a Buddha fully enlightened. The leader himself was not stationed in the realm which is free from conditions, nor in the things which are under conditions, but freely he wandered without a home. Just so, without a support or basis, a bodhisattva is standing, a position devoid of a basis that has that position been called by the jina, wherein bodhisattvas train. Those who wish to become the Sugata's disciples, or Prajnaparamita, or likewise kings of the Dharma, without resort to this patience, they cannot reach their respective goals. They move across, but their eyes are not on the other shore. Those who teach Dharma and those who listen when it is being taught, those who have won the fruit of an arhat, a single Buddha, or a world savior, and the nirvana obtained by the wise and the learned, mere illusions, mere dreams, so has the Tathagata taught us. 4 kinds of person are not alarmed by this teaching: sons of the jina skilled in the truths, saints unable to turn back, arhats free from defilements and taints, and rid of their doubts. Those whom good teachers mature are reckoned the 4th kind. Coursing thus, the wise and learned bodhisattva trains not for arhatship nor on the level of Prajnaparamita. In the Buddha Dharma alone he trains for the sake of all knowledge. No training is his training, and no one is trained in his training. Increase or decrease of forms is not the aim of this training, nor does he set out to acquire various dharmas. All knowledge alone he can hope to acquire by this training. To that he goes forth when he trains in this training and delights in its virtues. The facts of existence. Forms are not wisdom, nor is wisdom found in form. In consciousness, perceptions, feeling, or in will, they are not wisdom, and no wisdom is in them. Like space it is, without a break or crack. Of all objective supports, the essential original structure, nature, is boundless. Of beings likewise, the essential original nature is boundless. As the essential original nature of space has no limits, just so the wisdom of the world knowers is boundless. Perceptions, mere words, so the leaders have told us. Perceptions forsaken and gone, and the door is open to the beyond. Those who succeed in ridding themselves of perceptions, they, having reached the beyond, fulfill the teacher's commandments. If for aeons countless as the sands of the Ganges, the leader would himself continue to pronounce the word being, still pure from the very start, no being could ever result from his speaking. That is the practice of wisdom, the highest perfection. Conclusion. And so the jina concludes his preaching and finally tells us, when all I said and did at last agreed with perfect wisdom, then this prediction I received from him who went before me. Fully enlightened at a future time, thou shalt a Buddha be. Chapter 3. The merit derived from perfect wisdom. One who will take up this perfection of wisdom, wherein the Saviour's course, and constantly study it. Fire, poison, sword, and water cannot harm him, and also Mara finds no entrance, nor his host. Someone may for the Sugata who went to rest build stupas, made of the 7 precious things, and worship him, until thousands of kotis of fields are filled with these stupas, of the Sugata countless as the sands of the Ganges. and like him as many beings again as there are in endless cotees of fields. They all would do worship without doing anything else. With heavenly flowers and the best perfumes and unguents, let us reckon for aeons in the 3 periods, and still more than that. But if someone else had copied the book, the mother of Sugatas, from which come forth the guides with the 10 powers, would bear it in mind, revere it with flowers and unguents, an infinitesimal portion of his merit would have those who had given worship to the stupas. Perfect wisdom, a great lore. This perfection of wisdom of the jinas is a great lore, appeasing dharmas, making for sorrow and ill in many a world of beings. The saviors of the world in the past and in the future, and those now in the 10 directions, they have, by training in this lore, become the supreme physicians. And also those who course in the practice of pity and concern for the welfare of others, they, the wise, by having trained in this lore, will experience enlightenment. Those who have conditioned happiness and those who have unconditioned happiness, all their happiness should be known as having issued from this. Perfect wisdom and the other 5 perfections. Gems exist potentially scattered in the earth, and when conditions are favorable, they grow in great variety. They all grow from the perfection of wisdom. Wherever we know the universal monarch may travel, there is all the army of all the 7 precious things. Wherever there is this perfection of wisdom of the jinas, there also all dharmas of good quality are brought along. Chapter 4. Relative value of relics and perfect wisdom. Asked a question by the jina, Sakra answered, "If I could have Buddha fields like the sands of the river Ganges, all of them filled to the top with the relics of the jinas, nevertheless I would still take this wisdom, the foremost of the perfections. For what reason? It is not that I lack respect for the relics, but they are worshipped because they are fostered by wisdom. Just as every man who is supported by the king gets worship, just so the Buddha relics because they are supported by the perfection of wisdom." Simile of the wishing jewel. A precious gem in possession of all qualities, priceless, the basket in which it may be should be paid homage to. Even when it has been taken out, the basket continues to emit its radiance. Such are the qualities of that gem. Just so it is with the qualities of wisdom, the foremost perfection, which gain worship for the relics of the jina even after he has gone to rest. Therefore let him who wants to win the jina qualities take up the perfection of wisdom. She is the liberation. Perfection of wisdom and other 5 perfections. The Lord then said, "Wisdom controls who gives gifts, and also morality, patience, vigor, and concentration. She takes hold of the wholesome dharmas so that they may not be lost. She alone is also the one who reveals all dharmas." Simile of the shadows. There are in Jambudvipa many thousands of kotis of trees, of different species, manifold and different in form. And yet there would not also be a difference between their shadows. But when one speaks, they are all equally reckoned as shadows. Just so do these 5 perfections of the jinas have their name from the perfection of wisdom. When they are being turned over into all knowledge, the name of enlightenment provides one single principle for all 6 of them.